Alright, so let's try this for the second time now. I made this video once, and then the computer gods decided to spite me, and something happened and wouldn't save the video. So I'm doing this a second time because I love you all that much. So here we go. So question, we're going to start talking about our third market structure. So we've got three firms here: McDonald's, Burger King, Subway. They all operate in the same industry. I would like you to tell me, what industry or what market structure does this industry fall under? Is this an example of perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, oligopoly? Some of you may have to go back and look at your candy sheet chart notes and look at your categories and try to see if you can figure out where this falls. Hopefully you don't have to do that, but if you do, go do that right now. I'll wait for you. I'll have a drink of water here. Alright, so let's see here. So we've got, this is the market for fast food here. These three all operate in that market. And I've got three of them, but man, we could probably come up with a whole bunch of others if we sat here and thought about it for not that long. Wendy's, Five Guys, Checkers, Arby's, Panera maybe, and on and on. Wouldn't be too hard to come up with a bunch more. So the firms, seems like there's quite a few firms. And if I know there's quite a few firms, then I'm automatically thinking between perfect competition and monopolistic competition. But let's see, the barriers to entry for both are pretty low, so I can't really make a distinction there. Price control and variety, let me think about those. Those are my other two categories. Well, if I think about variety, there's a lot of variety in monopolistic competition and no variety in perfect competition. That should be a big giveaway here. Well, McDonald's is certainly selling a different burger than Burger King, which is selling a different product than Subway. So yes, they're all sandwiches that can make me less hungry, but they're certainly not the same sandwich. So there's a lot of diversity here in the products. So this looks like monopolistic competition to me. And monopolistic competition, it may seem like a little bit of an oxymoron, right? Like kind of like jumbo shrimp. How can you have a monopoly, which we talked about is like, it's as far away from competition as you can get, and a monopoly certainly isn't competitive because there's no one to compete against. They're the only game in town. And then competition, again, they don't go together. Monopoly, competition, what? Huh? How can it be monopolistic competition? Well, here's how. Think about if you go to a McDonald's. What do you go to McDonald's to get? You go there to get a Big Mac, right? And if you want a Big Mac, where do you have to go to McDonald's? You can't go to Burger King. You can't go to Subway. The only place to get a Big Mac is a McDonald's. So in a sense, McDonald's has a monopoly over a Big Mac. The same way that Burger King has a monopoly over the Whopper. Can't go to Subway or McDonald's for the Whopper. Got to go to Burger King. But yet, the Whopper, the Big Mac, the chicken teriyaki sub, they're not so unique that you wouldn't substitute one for the other. You know, if you're hungry at lunchtime and McDonald's is right there and you're hankering for a cheeseburger, you say, okay, I'll go there. If, you pull up to the McDonald's and the Burger King's right next door and there's a line out the door at the McDonald's, it's not that hard to walk over to the Burger King and have the Whopper. So they compete against each other even though they sell a unique product. So that's how the idea of monopolistic competition comes about. Yes, they have a monopoly over their particular product, but their particular product isn't that different from a similar competitor's product. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to turn to page 1 of your packet. Page 1 looks kind of like this. All right, it's got this chart here on it, and then there are a bunch of little axes set up, and I want you to do a couple of things for me. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to look at this chart. So here are your 4 categories for describing your various market structures. We're doing monopolistic competition. I want you to see if you can remember the characteristics of monopolistic competition. If you got a cheat, go look at your chart, but you want to try to start being able to associate these market structures without having to refer back to that chart. You need to know them. And then see what they're similar to. See if it's similar to perfect competition or monopoly or oligopoly, and put that here. And if you can do that without looking at your chart, even better. So fill this chart in. That's thing number 1. Thing number 2, I want you to draw me a perfectly competitive firm earning economic profits and to draw me a monopoly earning profits, economic profits. I started the graphs for you, but you are missing one key ingredient here, and I will let you add that ingredient. Do that, and we'll get back together in video numero 2.